Hey everyone, it's Caito. Just kidding. Hey everyone, it's me, Sean Capri. I'm in my car, and you're listening to the Nintendo Drive. I'm on a Skype call with my friend Console Caito, the sauciest potato, and on our journey today, we're going to look forward to the games coming out in September and October, and we're going to address all your comments and questions and thoughts and concerns on the Nintendo Drive. Here we go!
Hi, Sean.
Hi,
You're getting spicy
Caito.
at nighttime.
You're spicy at nighttime. No. It's very late. Normally we do this over my lunch hour, and it's been a week. It's been very busy. I hope that I don't even want to jinx it, but it is very dark out right now. But I'm going for a drive. I'm going to go get a drink, and I'm glad to. This is actually the best way to end my day. It's been a crazy week, and I'm just so glad. I've been looking forward to this. I'm glad to be talking to you.
Yeah, I'm excited. Are you going to get a coffee?
I think, a coffee might be good for my throat at this point of the day. But like a decaf, I don't think I need like coffee.
When was the last time you had coffee?
Today, this morning. I actually had, I broke my streak. I had some actual caffeine. Wow. I've had a couple of days where I was up, a couple of days in a row where I was up at 5:30 in the morning. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to have some. I think what we're doing. But here's the thing. I feel like I'm crashing. Like I don't even know that I needed it. I think that I got in my own head that I should probably go get a coffee because I was up so early. And then like 5 o'clock rolls around and I'm like, I am crashing big time. And I don't think it's just because of how early I got up. I think I just don't need caffeine in my life anymore, Caito.
I am the total opposite.
Oh,
the thing is, I don't feel like I need it for the energy aspect. It's just if I don't have it, I get a headache.
Right.
So I'm obviously addicted to
Super
it
addicted.
In some capacity, but I don't feel like I can drink a soda right before I go to bed and just fall asleep.
And that wouldn't do anything. Yeah.
It keeps them up, and I'm just like,
no. We get large Diet Cokes at all hours, like probably 3 times a day. Morning, noon, and night. It does not. Like I'll be doing this show with you, and then right afterwards, full disclosure, I'm recording the Xbox Drive with Ryan.
I will be getting
drinks
through?
Yeah, I will absolutely be going. I'll be getting drinks both times. I already went to McDonald's before this to get drinks for my wife, so she's all set. And then, when we record the Xbox Drive, I'll get another drink for her because she already asked me to. So there. We're weird, whatever. We all have our quirks, all right? Nobody's perfect. And this is it's this and a little bit of black tar heroin. Just a little bit. Sue me.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, in moderation.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's clean the garage. I can't. I can't with you right now. Just a reminder, as always, every week we remind you guys you can listen to the Nintendo Drive, obviously, on your podcast service of choice. Apple, Spotify, wherever you want to listen to us, we are there. But also, head on over to youtube.com/YumiCapri. Subscribe over there, and you can listen to the Nintendo Drive, plus so many more podcasts, PlayStation Drive, Xbox Drive, all the drives, all the stuff. Go over there, subscribe. We've been getting a lot of subscribers over there. So we would love to see some more and hit 500 subscribers.
Heck yes.
That would be very exciting. So please go subscribe over there. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at YumiCapris. Go follow over there. Sean has been posting a lot of stuff. Funny stuff. I can't be stopped.
I'm
cool
such a social media mogul. I don't know what they call those people.
Yeah.
I can't be stopped. Except I kind of paused a little bit earlier this week. There is nobody at this McDonald's right now. I don't even know if this is open. I'm going to park for a second. I'm not ready to get my drink yet. We're going to get through. Right. We're going to talk about a couple things first.
Yeah. Speaking of YouTube, we do have a comment of the week from Head of HeadHoncho, who says, I'm here for the algorithm. We appreciate that.
Nice.
Anyways, I love this podcast because it's the only thing keeping me sane. You guys are the best duo, and Sean's humor and Cato's ability to control him is great. Mm-hmm. I love that I am controlling you. Keep up the great work, guys. Are you going to get Super Mario Party All-Stars?
Ooh, are we gonna? Do you want to answer that now?
Obviously, Sean is going to purchase multiple copies, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll forget in April that I had already bought one in the fall, and probably end up buying this a couple of times over again. You're probably right.
If there was any time I was going to get Super Mario Party, it would be this one.
Oh,
and
okay.
honestly, not even for the fact It is not a nostalgic thing. I know a lot of people are excited about the old maps and everything. I am not at all that person, but I do feel like this one has kind of a hype around it for that reason, because a lot of other people are excited about it. And so if everyone else is playing it, I'm obviously going to wait and you're going to buy it and you'll stream it once and we'll see if it's worth it. That's my way of testing games now. It's just to watch them one time.
It's
and
true.
I know whether to waste my money on it or not. So...
Yeah, I got to get it physical this time, though. That was the problem with the first Mario Party that I bought, is that I couldn't locate the cartridge, so I didn't think that I owned it, so I bought another physical copy of it, and it was a whole thing. But that was a big mistake with Mario Golf. Here's my weekly reminder that I regret buying Mario Golf digital. But honestly, though, Caito, like, it's the first night, it's the first weekend after the game comes out. It's like that's the highest probability that we're going to find friends to play with. And then after that, who the heck knows? We might just default back to Mario Kart. But yeah, I think I'm with you. I'm totally going to be getting it as not, and sort of like middling as I was on E3. Somehow I find myself preparing to spend a couple $100 worth of video games on Nintendo between now and Christmas, it looks like.
Well, at least you don't have to purchase a lot of Xbox games.
That's true. Game Pass makes it a little easier over there.
Game Pass, Game Pass saving the day once again. We do have an Apple Podcast review as well from Mr. Waffles. I love that name. I love a good waffle. Are you a waffle person or a pancake person?
Well, why choose? Why do you have to not have pancakes if you have waffles? Everybody is welcome.
True.
I'll go to the Waffle House and the Pancake House.
I feel like I sway back and forth.
Same.
I don't know. I feel like as I've aged, I prefer a waffle for some reason. I don't know. But a good stack of pancakes is so good.
Just pour the syrup on top, and then you got the nice pool on the bottom, and then you've got to make sure whenever you pour that, like, you got the next. You can't miss the ones in the middle of a stack of pancakes. You got to make sure that you kind of like. You got to shuffle them around a little bit, like a stack of cards. You know what I'm saying?
Do you not see what I do? I'm normally like a 3-stack person. So it's pancake, butter, pancake, butter, pancake, syrup.
Sure. But then
normal?
Well, yeah, but then you're pouring this syrup on top, and then the middle one doesn't really get anything. The one on the bottom is fine because it's like, it's sitting in a pool of syrup. But yeah, you gotta show some love to that middle one. So I don't know if it's a 3-stack, then you eat the top one and you're good, and then maybe you're flipping the other one over so that now the new top one, the middle one, gets on the bottom. Like, there's a whole strategy here. So if I ever seem distracted eating, it's because this is what I'm thinking about.
Have you ever had the pancakes from McDonald's?
Oh my God, it's like cheating. They're so good.
They are so good.
And you can get them in like a Happy Meal now in the morning as well. So yeah, the kids get some pancakes every once in a while. And like, yeah, definitely. It was like mind-blowing. Because, man, I hope my parents never listen to this. Mind you, it was like 25 years ago. But my parents used to make these pancakes. Not the best. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Like a little crispy, a little overdone. And then I had McDonald's pancakes and was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be done. And yeah, just kind of like mind-blowing, to be honest with you.
Right.
My mom makes other stuff that was good, but pancakes not the best. Steak's a little overdone. Liver was served, which in and of itself is a sin. But that, maybe I'll stop there.
Pancake is one of the few things that I can make, and I have like a homemade pancake recipe that I make. Oh, so it's so time consuming, but it's worth it. It's so good. Anyways, Mr. Waffles. Oh, I just lost. I just lost my thing. Okay, Mr. Waffles says, "This is amazing. I love this podcast. It's been bringing me up out of a dark place I'm in right now. I love the joyful and cool chats. Also, I'm reading this as decals in Canada, but I know that that's not the truth.
I'm hearing all over the place. Maybe
decals.
I don't, Mr. Waffles will have to write in the Discord or somewhere. I know Mr. Waffles is in the Discord as well. It seems like I would say the same thing as you. Decals, because they just wrote it out but they split the word out. DE and then CAL. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Decals.
That did not clarify for us, Mr. Waffles, how it is pronounced. But
yeah. But
I'm
let
thinking
it
you're
be
saying
known.
decals.
Let it be known that people who say decals or decals can, or if they're pancake people or waffle people, or if they're Canadian or American, can still be friends and we can all play video games together.
Exactly.
But secretly make fun of each other behind each other's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a whole conversation about decals the other day on my live stream. I was asking everybody how they say. I mean, I questioned them before I said what I was going to say.
Mm.
And I was like, how would you think to say this? 'Cause I just want to know.
Yeah.
And some people do say decal.
Nice. Okay.
Even not in Canada.
Yeah.
I had some British people who said that.
Oh, interesting. Well, there you go. It's if you serve the queen, if you recognize the queen's on your money, it's decal.
Yeah.
So there you go.
All right. Well,
Australians too.
I do see here that you did not play anything this week.
Like pretty much nothing. I played more of the WarioWare demo, and I love the mode that you can kind of just select all the characters versus like the 1, 2, or 3 of them. But like that's kind of it. I feel like I've talked to death about this thing. I'm excited about it. I showed my kids. I don't know if they're gonna really play it too much. It's really, really fast for them. But yeah, I'm just really excited about it. I want to pre-order it. Like that's kind of where I was with the demo. It's like seems like the logical next step is to go pre-order it. But I'm so physical with my with my Switch. It's so weird because it's a handheld.
It's like the last one you would want to have physical copies with.
Honestly, yeah, no, it's my library in this generation is by far largest on Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be a digital person, but
Here we are.
I switched over with the Switch. Haha.
Yeah.
But I also downloaded the WarioWare demo.
Yeah.
And
Wait a second. I need to hang. Okay, so you said Wario, right? Now say the plumber with the M.
Mario.
Okay. Some people say Mario. And I just want you to think about saying Wario. It's not right. You don't say Wario, so you don't say Mario. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think I just solved that. I think that's over at that point.
Wario, Mario. Yeah, I say them both like that.
Yeah. Mario. Everybody right into us if you're doing the same thing, like mouthing it even, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well, how do I say that? It's, definitely Mario. Anyway, I don't know what.
Definitely Mario.
I totally interrupted.
I was like, oh my gosh, should I say something wrong? Anyways, I downloaded it and I so want to share your excitement. And
oh, no.
Okay, here, I'm trying to put into words how I felt while playing this demo. Because on one end, I didn't necessarily want to stop. Okay. So obviously there's something there that's intriguing and kept me wanting to play for a little while. But also at the same time, I could just feel my blood pressure rising and the anxiety of trying to learn all the different characters at the same time as trying to figure out, all the different things I was supposed to do. One time I lost a life. I didn't even know what I did wrong because I couldn't even process what was happening. And there were some times when I would beat it and I had no idea how my brain had processed so quickly,
right?
What I was supposed to be doing.
I feel like it'd be fun to stream.
That's amazing that I'm so smart that I did that. I don't know if it's worth. How much does it cost? $40?
Is it 40 or 50?
$50 US.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm talking big right now, Caito, about all the games, and we'll get into this, about all the games that I want to purchase, but we'll see. I may hit a point where I'm like, I literally have $0 left in my bank account. Like, I need to feed my children, or I need to buy McDonald's drinks. I might get to that point. But at the moment, I kind of want to just talk about what I want,
Yeah,
yeah. And I want this one.
We need someone to tally up the final cost.
Oh my God.
Of all the games that you're planning on purchasing.
It's probably not going to be pretty, and that's probably the right way to approach this in terms of like being a responsible adult with a family to, provide for and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want to do that. If I were to do that with Amiibo, I never would have got started with that. There's just an absolutely ridiculous amount of money that is spent on this stuff. Plus, what else am I going to do?
And
it's
again,
coming out next.
We weren't excited about anything.
I know. WarioWare was the one. That was I feel like I'd love to go back and get my clip of us going over all the games they announced, but like that was the one. And it's like so stupid. It's like WarioWare. Everybody's like freaking out about Metroid. And I'm like, but WarioWare, come on.
Yeah. How do you think it's going to sell?
I don't know. Honestly, it seems like anything just sells right now. It seems like, and that kind of is how I felt after E3 was that seemed like the lineup that they were putting together. It's like, well, everything will probably sell. Like they don't need to have Zelda or a Mario or anything. They'll get a Mario Party and a WarioWare and all those other things, and also Metroid, of course. And they'll have like a totally amazing fall and holiday season. It'll be totally fine. So probably, do you want to put like a number on it? Like, do you want to go like, I don't know, like I think maybe like a 3 million. I think it'll sell 3 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 5 million.
Oh, nice. I like. Oh, this is a role reversal.
Yeah, I think it'll. I agree. I think everything's selling right now. And speaking of the fall games, all of that stuff, we do have a question that I want to kind of pull in here.
Okay.
I would save it for later, but I think it's relevant.
Okay.
And you know how I feel about rumors, and I'm just going to throw that out there before I talk about this question, okay?
Okay.
Adam Renard, at Renard is here, asked, or says, I heard you all talking about a direct happening, and you all didn't think that they would. I just wanted to share, and then they talk about
hang on a second, 1 second. Hi there, can I please get a medium decaf with 2 Splenda?
Okay, anything else?
Oh, that's all. Thank you. Now, Caito, here's the thing. At nighttime, actually really at any time, the decaf, not so good. I've come to the realization that I'm probably getting this morning's decaf. They make one sort of pot, and I kind of just get that. So I will let you know if this is at all decent. But I've been kind of turned off of the decaf a little bit.
Can you tell the difference between a decaf and a normal coffee?
I think just is it good? Is it hot? Is it fresh? I think that's my tell. Because they probably could trick me and just like, well, I'll never know the difference. Here's just a cup of coffee. But I think I would notice just because it's actually fresh instead of this stale ass decaf. I'm probably gonna get. Hi. Yeah, probably said that. Probably said that too loud. Whoops.
Okay.
Okay, what were you saying? Adam's talking about something?
Anyways, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Is saying that there is a tweet from Stealth40K about a rumored September Direct because there have been past September Directs every year since 2017. And this is why everyone is predicting it. And he also said, I really enjoy this show. Looking forward to the next episode. So hi, Adam. Thank you so much. Okay. Everyone is acting like there is without a doubt going to be a September Direct. And I'm not saying that it's for sure 100% not going to happen. Nintendo has done crazier things.
Yes.
My only caveat is, what are they going to show?
Yeah.
What could they possibly show us? And people saying, and the reason I brought this up is because everyone's talking about Metroid Dread, the holiday games, and then I saw some comments on Twitter. I looked at that tweet and I was looking at comments responding to the tweet, and people were saying, well, we don't even have the holiday game yet. You guys, Metroid Dread and Pokemon, those are your holiday games. We're not getting another. What other holiday game could we be getting that they wouldn't have already talked about?
Well, yeah. I mean, this is the thing. The pattern that has been shown is exactly what Nintendo wants to do to you guys. And this is just how quickly Caito has totally changed my outlook on life and Nintendo. Because normally I'm right with you. Absolutely. September is a guarantee. It is a lock. But, man, this seems like the exact thing that Nintendo would do. They know that we know that there is a pattern here, and they like just messing with us. That's the theme of, I mean, pretty much forever, but especially this year. But I'm trying to remember like what was actually announced at the Direct last year. I don't know if I have that right off the top of my head. I might see if I can quickly find something as I pull over here. Yeah.
I don't know for sure. There's absolutely no way I would ever remember that. But
yeah.
I find it so far out of the realm of possibility. I mean, the only thing I can see is if they had a direct, they would announce another Smash character that no one cares about, and then talk about Splatoon and talk about maybe they have some more Breath of the Wild stuff. I don't know. I obviously, if it
Hang on a
happens,
second.
I'll be very excited.
Does this still count as like The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary? Like, did we sort of like forget about that maybe after Skyward Sword came out and we didn't get anything else? You know, we thought that was it.
I think they said that we weren't getting anything else.
Okay. Oh, that's right. We don't have any other. You're right. Anuma did say that before. Oh, okay. Because I was about to like put on I was going to go down conspiracy road here because I just found an article about last year's surprise September Direct, and it was all about Super Mario's 35th anniversary. That's when we found out about the absolutely terrible and lazy Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection. You know, we got very excited about that.
When did that release?
It released a little while after that, which was, I'll find out in a second here. It came out like 2 weeks after that. September 18th. Okay. Is that true? I'm on like Film Daily.
And it was a short term.
Yeah.
It was like a limited thing.
Only until.
Which is so weird.
March 31st. They announced Super Mario 3D World, which was in February, I think, or January. Then they did Mario Kart Live, which was a holiday game, or that was actually in October. And Super Mario 35 was during that, which was available until March 31st. My goodness gracious. So, yeah, a lot of Mario. They had a Mario Direct, basically.
Wait, they announced it in September for March?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Isn't that just so stupid? Goodness gracious.
I guess my next question is, okay, if they don't have one in September, when would we think that they would have another one?
I think January is a good time. Like if they kind of go throughout the holidays, and there have been. See, this is the thing. There has been years there's been a pattern of I think it was either January or February, like where directs were happening, and then they just like stopped that. So it's definitely not a guarantee. But yeah, I feel like a lot of it kind of hinges on Zelda. I'll be really interested to see if they kind of go back on their word about like they don't have anything else in development for Zelda. Although, like there's so many rumors to keep track of. I'm pretty sure that somebody had made mention that they had other like Wind Waker and or Twilight Princess. You know, the ones that were on the Wii. That would be great if those came over to the Switch. I would want that. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. That is the only thing that I could see them doing is just fulfilling on the Zelda 35th anniversary, but I think this is it.
I think it's it too.
Yeah. Oh, we're such Debbie Downers, right?
I am perfectly content with what we have. As shocked as I am to say that, I am going to be hard pressed as it is to play the things that are coming out. I still haven't played any more Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
which I still want to play more of. And there's so much stuff. So again, I'm going to say one more time. I will love if they have a September direct. I will welcome any directs, any information they want to throw our way, but I don't think it's coming. That's just my prediction. I just want to check like
Nintendo of America's Twitter right now as it's 8:30 my time, 9:30 for you, and it's like this is about the time that they would say there's a direct tomorrow because they hate us.
Well, speaking of rumors, breaking news. We do have another rumor to talk about.
I love it.
And you all know I love the rumors. Okay. This rumor says Nintendo will expand its Switch Online service with Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles. Next month marks the 3rd year of the Switch Online service, and Nintendo Life has confirmed sources that Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles are likely coming to the Switch Online service really soon. Okay, I just want to take a moment. And let's reread that last sentence that I just said. Next month marks the 3rd year of the Switch Online service. And Nintendo Life has confirmed sources that Game Boy and Game Boy Color titles are likely coming to the Switch Online service, quotes, really soon.
Yeah.
So we've got confirmed sources that are telling us things are likely coming. This is very interesting wording we've got
Definitely,
going here.
Probably.
Right. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
Like
That's
I've
fair.
said before with any room, like I'm going to start a rumor Twitter account and you could just say anything.
Yep.
And if you're right,
Nailed it.
man, you nailed
Trusted
it.
source.
I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if this is happening, but I also wouldn't be shocked if it's not happening.
Yeah, this is what should happen. This is what people want to have happen. This is the thing that makes sense in terms of the progression of what would be next. You know, they've got the NES, they've got the Super Nintendo. It kind of makes actually somehow more sense to take a pause and go to the Game Boy stuff before going on to Nintendo 64 on this sort of thing. But yeah, Nintendo hasn't really done much of anything that anybody really wants. But you're right to be skeptical on it. And this kind of happens every September as well. Basically, every anniversary of Nintendo Switch Online, it's like, oh, there must be something coming because, you know, Nintendo has totally proven us to the past. They haven't that they honor anniversaries like in that sort of way. So I'm mixed on it as well, but I'm excited by the idea of maybe actually, possibly for once, actually using this service. I don't know why I find myself even complaining about it because I don't find myself using the NES or Super Nintendo online thing, and I really should. Those arguably have like most of the games that I would want to play, or if there was a virtual console, like those are probably most of the games I would buy. And for some reason, I just don't play those games. I'm kind of disappointed in myself, honestly, saying this out loud.
I don't play them either.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would take for. I think it's going to take N64 and GameCube stuff for me to play it.
Really? Yeah.
But
yeah.
I do want to point out that they also said that they aren't as optimistic about GBA titles coming just because there's so many re-releases coming soon. They don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But I do wonder, these insiders and leaking stuff, that's risky. Mm-hmm. You know you signed some NDAs. Right?
Yeah, or it's just their uncle. Their uncle works at Nintendo. Like, I think that's how everybody finds this stuff out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
They have an uncle. That's what I always wonder. Who is like leaking this information out? You know, but I think there was actually a data mine on this one. I think there was something there's like emulators or something somewhere deep in the software that people are like, that's for Game Boy games. And yeah, so I'm not sure. I think there might be something to this. Maybe the timing is what it is. But this combined with the September Direct rumor, that does make sense to me. Maybe there's not like a gigantic announcement for Zelda's 35th anniversary or something, but it's possible they could do something with Switch Online in September. Now, but I want to stay balanced about it, Caito. Like, I don't
that would be such a lame-o Direct.
Do you think so? Like, if that was the central part of it, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But do they do like another, like, they seem to also have like this unofficial extra pillar where they have like toys that you can, like, obviously they've got Amiibo, but last year they did the Mario Kart Live Circuit, and I'm not sure how successful or not successful that was, but I'd be interested to see if they continue on something like that. I don't know exactly what it is. Nintendo's crazy. They sold its cardboard at one point, but yeah, maybe something, not a game, not a service, but like something else that we will happily throw our money at. Is
it going to be hundreds of dollars like the Mario Kart thing?
Yeah, it was too expensive, right? Like, I really wanted to get that, and yeah, I just totally skipped on it. It was too much for me.
Yeah.
For a single thing, one car, you need two at least to race around with somebody else.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That even crossed someone's mind.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so we did want to, during today's show, we wanted to just look at the fall lineup, at least through October. I think we're going just September and October, see what's coming out.
Yeah.
The main hitters, and just talk about, are we getting them? Are we not getting them? How do we feel?
Yeah.
All that stuff. So first thing, Sonic Colors Ultimate comes out September 7th.
Ooh.
You're interested in this. So
I am. Yeah, and I think I think reviews were just coming out for this as well, and I think it was reviewing pretty well. I think I am going to get this, and this is very strange, Caito, because I don't particularly like Sonic the Hedgehog. I like the idea of Sonic, and I like the cartoons from back in the day when Urkel voiced him, which I'm not sure if anybody really knows that, but that was a fun time in history. I like the idea of a fast animal who should be slow. He's got a lot of attitude. He likes his chili cheese dogs or chili dogs, and he's got his buddy Tails. I like all of this stuff. But 2D Sonic, I'm just going to go out and say it. I'm not here for it. Not even a little bit. But the trailer for this, again, I didn't even know it was a game on Wii. I don't know that many people do, or if they do, they probably didn't play it. It seems like a fresh start, and I'm kind of here for it. So let me see. It got an 8 on IGN. It says, thanks to its imaginative level designs, a laser focus on fun, and the addition of power-granting wisps that add a ton of variety to each level. Sonic Colors is one of the best examples of how a modern Sonic game should be, which is amazing because it's 13 years old or something. I'm here for it. I'm totally excited about this game. It looks really, really good. Very vibrant. Very exciting.
I think I would potentially be interested in this, but I will wait until it goes on sale.
Yeah,
I'm not going to pay
smart.
$40 for it.
Yeah. Is it 40?
It's 40.
Oh, that doesn't sound too bad to me.
That's more incentive for you to get it.
Yeah, I'm kind of in. Mm-hmm.
But then 3 days later, you've got to shell out another
Oh crap.
$60 there for
WarioWare. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'm in real trouble. Does anybody need their lawn mowed or something like that? Can I start shoveling some lawns, or I don't know, man. Patreon.com/UmiCapri is where people can throw tips in the tip jar. Because I want to play these. And I also want to cover them too. I haven't really been on this with on the shows between this and Cup of Joe and Nintendo with Bobby. I just feel like for the first time in a long time, there's a lineup of games that I'm excited about, all of them. So I don't want something as trivial as money to stop me from playing these games.
Yeah, trivial.
That's very real. I'm excited about both of these things, definitely. And they're both, luckily, I would say that they're both kind of those, I don't want to say budget or discount titles, but they're not full price,
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of takes the sting out of it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, if they were $60, they definitely wouldn't sell as well. I mean, $60 US, so.
You know what it's going to come down to is if I actually make it down to the store for Sonic Colors. Because if I miss it by a couple days and WarioWare comes out, then I might just wait for Black Friday sale on Sonic Colors.
Yeah. What day of the week is that?
I don't even know. We'll find out.
Is
it Tuesday? Is it just next week? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You'll make it. You're going to go get it.
I could probably get it on the show.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just leave you for a second. I'll drive over to it's now GameStop, and I'll say, okay, I'm here, Caito. You just carry the show for a couple minutes. I'm going to go run and grab my pre-order, and then I'll come back and see where we're at with the show. How's that sound?
That sounds good.
Sounds
I feel like
terrible.
you're so butthurt that it's GameStop now. What do you have against GameStop?
Because it's too close to GameSpot. What? One of you just get out of the way. You're wearing basically the same dress.
For a long time at my mall, we had a GameStop and an EB Games.
Oh, that's funny.
Why?
Yeah.
It was very bizarre. But I worked at GameStop. Don't hate on GameStop.
I don't want to hate on It's just that I can't keep them straight. Which one's which?
Right. Okay, so also on September 10th is NBA 2K22, which
don't care.
Don't care.
Especially on Switch.
September 17th is Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom.
Ooh.
I never got into Ni no Kuni. It's just another one of those things that I know I would love it if I played it.
Yeah.
But I didn't, so there's that. If you're
it's on the
interested
to-do
in Ni no
list.
Kuni.
Yeah.
It looks cute.
It was just going to say, yeah, absolutely. Looks really, really good.
Graphics are great.
I do feel like I'm missing out on that one by not playing it.
Yeah. October 5th, Super Monkey Ball.
Yes!
Which I will probably get, but it just makes me so upset that it's not an online multiplayer option.
Yeah.
That would just make this game. I'm telling, if they could make something like Monkey Ball or Fusion Frenzy, some kind of party game like that that's not Mario Party.
Seriously.
And make it multiplayer.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nintendo wouldn't even allow it. It would actually end the world. It would actually, it might even cause world peace. Just globally, just solve a lot of problems, honestly.
Are you getting Monkey Ball?
I I want to get this one day one. I am that excited about it, but it kind of depends on where I'm at with the other two games that I probably will have purchased at that point in time. Because this does seem like the rational side of me says this should be Black Friday, but the other side of me goes, how many games am I actually going to defer to Black Friday? Like, do I just end up with just as bad a problem, if not even worse, if I'm going, I'll just pick up 5 games on Black Friday? It's like, how am I going to play those 5 games? Even if I did save $20 each, it might be better off.
Because then they won't be popular anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about this one. It looks really good.
But the issue with this one, though, is then you have Metroid Dread coming out on the 8th, which is 3 days later. So you've got 3 days to play this one, so you better... $40, $50 for you.
This is you assuming I'm buying Metroid, though.
I have no doubt in my mind that you're buying Metroid.
Still, right now, the plan is to not buy Metroid at the moment. I don't have a plan to buy it. I know, and one of the things that might have swayed me, and I haven't got to it yet, so maybe the persuasion is yet to come, but I wanted to revisit some of the older stuff. And also, Axiom Verge 2 just came out, and I really wanted to jump into that, and I haven't yet. So I could get a Metroid fill there, but I really wanted to, I don't know, maybe even jump into like a Zero Mission or something like that to, I don't know, whet my appetite a little bit. But I haven't done it yet.
I'm just shocked that Donnie hasn't convinced you. He's been hyping it up.
I know, a lot of people are really, really excited about this. I just took a sip of my decaf, and it tastes like water. It doesn't. No. It's not like I'm being a little exaggerating, but it's just like try harder. You know what I mean?
You've got another chance.
That's true.
In about 30 minutes.
Tune into the Xbox Drive to see how my luck fares. Maybe this was the bottom of the pot.
Ask them if they can do a new. Say, hey, I just came about an hour ago. Can you make a new batch?
It's not very good. Please? Yeah.
Obviously, also on October 8th, the OLED comes out, which I know you're not getting, but I have it pre-ordered. So I will be getting that. It's 2 days after my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I'm going to be getting it. I need to go ahead and prep and move over one of my islands to my Switch Lite.
Amazing.
So then I can transfer my island to my OLED from my Switch Lite anyways.
Yeah.
A whole thing.
It's a whole thing
just to get a system, just to have Animal Crossing on it.
I don't know if it's on our list because I don't know if it's coming out September or October, but the Switch Lite, the Pokemon one, I think if I'm going to buy a system, I think I get that one this fall.
Yeah.
It looks really good. It's the year of Pokemon for me.
I think that's November.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah. October 28th, Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater comes out. I won't be getting this, so...
Not a Caito game.
I'm doing good on my money so far. I'm just not getting anything.
Just stay disappointed with Animal Crossing the whole time. Yeah.
And then Mario Party Superstars comes out on October 29th.
Yeah, perfect for Halloween.
Honestly, at this point, I haven't purchased much of anything through these games, so my likelihood of buying this is even higher because... Yeah.
Do you not feel like you'll want something on that OLED like day of, or are you just going to be like, wow, Animal Crossing on OLED?
Animal Crossing looks so great.
It probably will look really good, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. There are lots of other games. So there's we'll have this link down in the show notes or down in the description if you're watching on YouTube. A ton of other games too that I didn't mention. Those are just like the super popular ones. I know one of the questions is from, who's it from? Kern at Kern on Twitter, I think. Speaking of car stuff, are either of you excited for the release of the game Cruisin' Blast?
Ooh.
Did you like Cruisin' USA or World back in the day? The only time I ever played a Cruisin' game was at the arcade.
Yeah.
And so that's why it reminded me of that because Cruisin' is down here. I'm not a huge racing person unless it's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So,
and you're kind of good.
Are you going to get that?
I don't know. Well, I think there's two questions. Did I like Cruisin' USA or Cruisin' World? The answer is absolutely. And it was actually kind of funny when my older brother didn't always hang out with us when we played video games at neighbor Matt's house. But when he did, it was Cruisin' USA time. Like it was almost like, okay, Josh, like we know what you want to play. So here goes Cruising USA. But there was a game on Xbox that was kind of like this, or maybe PS4 as well. It was kind of like it, and it kind of killed my vibe for these types of games.
no.
What the heck? It was Hot Shot Racing. It was very, very similar, and like it was fine, but I'm like, I don't know if I need that anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm good with that being a nice memory, I enjoyed my time with those games back in the day, but I kind of just bounced off of it. Didn't really need it. So, and it was on Game Pass, so I don't know that I would be buying that one. I have some restraint. I have, some choice in the matter.
There's so many games in this bottom section that I want to get. So one of them that I want to highlight, Kataria Fables. I actually got to send a code for this, and I'm loving it so far. It's like an action-adventure RPG, but there is a farming and crafting element.
What?
Super cute. You play as a cat. It's just like my perfect game.
That is a Caito game. Holy crap. I love to play as a cat.
I love it so much. There's also another one down here, Hoa, I guess. HOA. I don't know how exactly you pronounce it. And I'm a sucker for a platformer, but with like a really aesthetic art style.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. They also have Ori, the collection I saw in here, which I'm super interested in because I don't have any of the Ori games. And
you should get it.
I want to get that.
Skip Metroid, get that one. People can't be too mad at me for saying that because Ori is excellent. And people might say Metroid is also excellent, but Ori is my preference of the two.
Well, and also, I know I mentioned last week that I was going to get my son to start playing on the Switch Lite. So I did. I ordered him a case. I bought him the Paw Patrol game. And we've been working on moving. So it's just a side-scrolling platformer, super basic. You just collect pup treats and jump around and help the Paw Patrol characters. And he's actually doing surprisingly well. After about an hour of wanting to pull my hair out, we got to the point where he can move and jump simultaneously.
Amazing.
That was the biggest disconnect, where he would stop moving the character to stand still and jump. And I was just... But on this list, I'm seeing a lot of things that he would be interested in. They've got PJ Masks. They've got Peppa Pig. They've got Blaze and the Monster Machines. There's Lego. I mean, there's so much stuff coming out. Hot Wheels. He would love that. So I'm going to end up spending all my money on all these games. So if you're friends with me on Switch and you see me logging on playing Paw Patrol, don't worry.
It's totally you.
It's me.
It's absolutely not your son.
It's not my son, and I know I've gone out of order than what we normally do with the questions. We do have one more question, though, from Todd Oxtra, at Toxtra on Twitter. What's the next franchise to get the Nintendo push to move a franchise from mid-tier to top tier? We've seen it on Animal Crossing, Splatoon, and Fire Emblem. You really think Animal Crossing was mid-tier?
I think it was sort of like if you were in it, you knew it. It was like the secret that you just wished everybody knew about. But I don't think everybody really, really understood what Animal Crossing was all about. And I'll give you an example of maybe something that I think is maybe closest, probably doesn't sell as well as Animal Crossing did before New Horizons. But I think of like a Pikmin, where if you've played it, you know it's really high quality, but I don't know that it even has a chance of expanding beyond like where it currently is, just because it's the genre that it's in. I don't know that has like even the potential for mass appeal, unless something is happening maybe in like the Minecraft or Roblox world where people or kids are kind of into that sort of thing. I feel like it's still kind of, I don't know, a little challenging. It's not as welcoming as some of these other franchises, but that's the level that I'm thinking of, at least. I don't know. Right. What do you think?
Do you think that's what they're trying to do with Metroid?
You know what? Actually, Metroid actually might be the exact answer.
Yeah.
Totally. Like, if you've played it, you hear from all the fans, it's the best game ever. It defined a genre, like kind of co-defined it anyways. Probably that. Yeah. Like
but is
it's
that
actually
genre
happening.
Really what people want?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's
the thing. Like Splatoon, yes, that was something that was so needed on the Switch. Some style of shooter, but that was still engaging for younger people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a wide range of people that'll play Splatoon compared to some other shooting game. You've got the Fire Emblem and then Animal Crossing. Like, those are just genres that I feel like appeal to a large group of people as opposed to a Metroid game, which I just feel like is such a niche person.
You could really say that about Fire Emblem, though. Like kind of just breaks the mold, you know. And maybe Xenoblade could be up there as well. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be playable by everyone, but you know, what is there? 85 million of Switches out in the wild, like. It could be almost any of these. But what is the actual push? Where is that going to come from? Like Fire Emblem is a good example of that. But maybe a dormant middle tier franchise could be like Star Fox. Has that potential to be like the anima. What is it? What do you call them? The animals that look like humans? Anthropomorphic. Like very cutesy. Kind of has like this fantasy, like space kind of Star Warsy type of setting. And I don't know. I would really like to get them to hit it out of the park with Star Fox. That really could explode as well if they just do it right, you know?
Yeah, that's very true.
Couple.
Man.
Much potential that
Anyways,
Nintendo if they just applied themselves.
Nintendo, what are you doing? Well, maybe we can talk next week about November and December. What's coming?
Ooh. Well, we're going to have a lot to talk about with that Direct that's coming.
I know. Yeah. It's imminent.
Yeah.
It is imminent. Everybody be prepared. We're going to have so much information next week. Anyway, we need to go. Sean, where can everyone find you on the internet?
Well, I just want to say I think this was every week is our best episode, and this week is our best episode. It is amazing. People can find me on Twitter at Sean Capri, Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants, and I stream at twitch.tv/Sean Capri. And please check out the Xbox Drive is another show that I do, as well as We the Gamercast, where I have sweet hangs with strangers from the internet. And last week was Alex Van Aken, and it's excellent, and he's excellent, and people should listen to it.
And you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at Console Caito. That is all for episode 19 of the Nintendo Drive. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, make sure you comment with all of your Nintendo rumors so we can let you know how they're not going to happen.
The Nintendo Drive is fueled by patrons at patreon.com/YumiCapri. And from the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful to the nearly 70 patrons who support us each and every month, with our special thanks to our CaPremium producers, Dallas Ford, Lee Navarro, the fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team, and Johnathan Brown, the man behind the music on this show and the Xbox Drive. You can support Johnathan at youtube.com/PM Entertainment. Our platinum producers, Robby, Bobby Miller, and TruckerSloth. Our gold members, ARGO, Benjicong, Brendan Myers, Dallas Robbins, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Fulish Fuji, Heather Boney, James Johnson, Joel Brooks, Jose Jimenez, Mac Time, Marcus O'Neill, Mr. and Mrs. Nasty Boots, RJ Kern, Skinny Matt, and Xavier Reyes. If you enjoyed this show and you'd like to support independent content, you can go to patreon.com/YumiCapri and choose the tier that's right for you.